What is up, ladies and gentlemen? Reaction City here. One more day, day 3, ladies and gentlemen. Yosemite National Park. We're still here, and today we're gonna do vlog 3. Right now we're gonna have breakfast, so I'll see you guys in a little bit. Make sure if you like this video, you subscribe, turn on your notification post, and share this video with your friends. That way other people can see it too. I'll see you guys in a little bit.
So imagine this is the surface. As that magma started to rise upward, it started to cool off a little bit and started to form this rock that we see around us underneath the Earth's crust. All right, it was just underneath their crust. All of this was underground, except for Half Dome Lake, because that's really high up. It was kind of above the ground. Most of this was underground at one point in time. I want to think about that for a second. All of this was underground at one point in time. We're currently standing in the bottom of a valley that was at one point in time filled to the top, and all this was underground. Think about that. No one's blown away by it? Okay. It blows me away. Okay, it's still, to this day, it still blows me away. So, all of this was underground cooling, and it became a type of granitic rock, which is also a form of igneous rock. Marble is actually going to be something that is metamorphic. Marble is metamorphic. But it does look similar, because I heard, Ale, you mentioned that there's little bits and pieces of look like other rock material in it. I know a lot of people thought it was sedimentary because of that. It does look like, it does have different types of minerals in it, but that doesn't necessarily mean that it is a sedimentary rock. Alright, so two things I want to point out really quick. So we talked about those geologic features earlier today. That right there is Washington's Holland. And up there is North Dome in the clouds. So we're on the complete opposite side now of what we were looking at earlier today. And to put that into perspective, right over here, basically right above us is Half Dome. So we're going to be walking along the base of Half Dome as we go around the continuation of this loop trail. Now this right here is known as Mirror Lake, Lower Mirror Lake. There's two sections. The main proper, like most famous Mirror Lake, is just over this little bit of rubble and fallen rocks. But this is the main, like, Lower Mirror Lake. And the reason I want to point this out is rockfall long ago came down and ended up blocking up this creek that runs right here named called Tenaya Creek. So Tenaya Creek runs right through here, blocked it up, dammed it up basically, ended up flooding the back half, which ended up being Mirror Lake. This was a beautiful, like, awesome, majestic scene that everyone loved to come see. So as tourism started to become very popular in Yosemite National Park and in this area, they all started coming down to see Mirror Lake. And when you get there, you'll actually see why it was so famous and why it's called Mirror Lake, but it's literally a mirror and a reflection of the scene that's right in front of you. Everyone loves taking pictures of it. Anyway, I digress. So they came over, they started taking pictures, started seeing it, started bringing people over. This was so popular they ended up building a road that came on through. And as the park started to realize that this was a very important part of the entire tourism idea of Yosemite National Park, this started kind of wearing away a little bit, and they started to lose a lot of that water. The dam started breaking apart. As they decided that this was an important section, like, well, how are we going to be able to keep people coming to this park and keep coming to see this location? And the only thing they could think of was to re-dam up this whole area. So they started to maintain the dam. They started placing rocks and placing boulders and placing things in the way of that water, keeping it dammed up. Why is this a bad idea? Any ideas? Marissa, why do you think it's a bad idea that this was continued to be dammed unnaturally? So it was no longer a natural dam. Water can't go through. What else can't go through?
Fishes.
Animal, fish. What else? What do we see all over this beach? Sand, sediment, right? So this sediment started to get backed up in the back of this, of where this dam was created in Mirror Lake. And so over time, that sediment started to build up and it started to fill in the lake itself. Well, if you have a bunch of sand and sediment just underneath the surface of the water, do you think that's going to create a beautiful image either? No. So then the next thing came in, like, well, we want people to still see it. We have the dam maintained. However, now all the sand is building up, all the sand's all over the place, and people still can't see what they're seeing, what they want to see. So they started to actually remove and dredge out, which is basically the act of removing the bottom and removing the substrate within the actual water. Why is that a bad idea? Isabel, why do you think it's a bad idea? Oh, more kids. Why do you think it's a bad idea to kind of remove all of the sand that would be underneath the water? Bad for fish? What else?
The natural habitat.
Reflection?
The habitat?
The habitat? Yeah, there was a maintained habitat within this ecosystem, this water base, its own ecosystem. And so because of that, as they removed that, it started harming the actual natural ecosystem that we have and that we see today. And so the reason I'm pointing this all out is, again, the idea of human impact on this park.
Alright, ladies and gentlemen, that concludes our vlog 3. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, make sure you subscribe and also like this video and turn on your notification post. Share this video with your friends, that way they can see the adventures we are doing. And also, tomorrow will be vlog 4. Tomorrow is an amazing day. We're going for a challenge hike. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.